Come on, everybody. Here we go. Off to Weberland.
Hi, friends.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Ryan.
Oh, boy. We are Adventures in Weberland.
Raspy.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Episode 26, right?
Getting over a little sniffle.
A little sniffle. Yeah, you could say that.
I'm never sick, so I'm kind of upset about it.
We don't know if you're sick or allergies.
No, I think it might be
better.
allergies because it was nothing. Just
Yeah, those fall allergies.
Yeah.
They'll do that to you. Yeah.
Just sound like I've been in radio for 30 years.
Easy. Anyway, episode 26.
Woo!
We are
26. Let's do it.
Yeah. Not too much news.
No.
I don't think since the last episode. Something I found pretty cool actually. You can meet Star-Lord now in Epcot. He's
wow.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool because we're all about like meeting characters and stuff like that. And you know, there's not a lot of that's Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too
Avengers.
I'm not too good with the superhero realm, but Guardians is cool, and the movies are good. The ride is great. So Star-Lord, that's a good meet, I think. I don't know if it's like a permanent thing or if it's like a temporary thing, but I did see it on Instagram. So
That sounds good. I would like to do that. I think that'd be a cool photo.
yeah,
I like the movies. They're good.
yeah. A little segue here. How long would you wait in line to meet Star-Lord?
10 minutes.
Well, it's probably longer than that.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I ask, Ryan?
Well, we don't like to wait long lines.
I don't think anybody does. I don't think anyone really likes to wait in long lines, especially when you have kids. But just in general, which is why the individual lightning lanes and all of that exists. Fast Pass, Genie Plus, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with it when we're not with the kids. It's okay. It's much better. It's easier to do.
Sure, of course.
But
well, we have a little bit more of an attention span and patience than they do. But regardless, whether you have kids or you don't have kids, waiting in line's not always fun.
And like this kind of came up, this whole thing, because I always am like, is it really worth waiting like an hour to go on a 60-second ride like Peter Pan or whatever? It might not even be 60 seconds. And so then I'm like, well, what actually is the shortest time and the longest, the quickest or the fastest or the longest rides in Disney World?
Yeah, and we're talking about time. We're not talking about speed, right? So when you say like fastest ride, it's not a matter of how fast does the ride go. It's how long are you sitting in the vehicle for, and how long is the actual ride. And something else that kind of pertains to this is, Genie Plus. Well, it's not Genie Plus anymore. I keep calling it Genie Plus.
Lightning
It's
Lane.
funny because when it was Genie Plus, I kept calling it Fast Pass. Lightning Lane is very expensive, and you even said today that you read somewhere
I think
that
they're increasing it.
the price is going up even more. So, like, great, right? It's expensive, and you can't always afford it.
No.
So that being said, you have to wait online, right? So, just for your knowledge, Ryan, I did look it up. Peter Pan's flight is 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh, that's long.
Yes, it's a lot longer than you
I was
thought.
like, for 60 seconds, and like that and Winnie the Pooh, those are the two. I'm like, why would you wait that so long, to just go on this ride and then be off of it, I mean, if you've never been on it before, I understand, maybe.
Yeah.
But if we've been on it multiple times, we just always skip it. We're like, oh, it's too long, because you can always kind of tell how busy Magic Kingdom is by the Peter Pan line. So
Yeah, that's true, especially that Fantasyland area. But so that's what we're discussing on today's episode is, is it worth waiting on these lines for certain rides, depending on, I guess, how long they are, right? Is really what you're
I don't
looking
know.
for.
I didn't want to know. You looked it up.
I did.
I have no idea what is what.
So what I did was I went through every attraction, but what I did was I took out the quote unquote shows. Mm-hmm. So any of the actual shows, like if you go to Hollywood Studios, like Beauty and the Beast, right, or Indiana Jones, I took those types of shows out of this equation because obviously they are the longest, right?
Well, yeah,
attractions.
They're always around 20 minutes anyway, probably.
Right, and I also took out the attractions that, although move and have it's considered an attraction. I'm going to give you an example, like Carousel of Progress, right? Philhar Magic. I took those out of the equation as well because, yes, we know how long they are. They are very long. I'm talking about like moving vehicle attractions, rides, right? So what I did was I wrote down the top, I did 4, the top 4 when it comes to the quickest rides. So these are ones that are like super fast, right?
I thought Peter Pan was on the list.
Peter Pan is not on the list, and I will get to it.
But after you said that, I was like, no, there's no way.
No, you'd be surprised by some of the times of some of these rides. Then I wrote down the top 5 longest rides that are actually either longer than you think or. Some of them you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like,
I have some predictions.
I'm sure you do.
Probably wrong about those too.
So the question is, are these rides worth the wait? And although Peter Pan's not on this list, being that is the ride that you're using as an example because that's what made you think of it, it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Okay.
That line is always very, very long.
No,
You rarely see it under an hour, really.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, I think that if you're looking at that hour time frame, I think it is worth the wait. And not just because of the ride, but because of the queue. They redid it a while ago.
Yeah.
And what you see on the outside is not what you're waiting in once you go inside the building. There is a full-on interactive queue inside of the building before you even get on the ride. So, if you're looking at like a 90-minute wait, I don't know if it's worth it. But I love Peter Pan. It's a classic ride in my opinion, and I understand it's boring to some people. Peter Pan's also my favorite Disney movie, so maybe I'm a little biased. Yeah. But if it's a 60-minute wait, I personally think that it is worth the wait.
But think about all the things you could do in 60 minutes at Disney World.
Wait on another line.
Not really, but there's other things you can do.
Sure.
But it would have to be half hour or less for me.
Okay.
So like a lightning lane, it would be like a half hour, you know? Like I feel like that is what would probably work better for me, and then at the same time we can go and meet Peter Pan, and then you make it all worth it in that hour
if
time
he's there.
frame. But an hour's too long.
Okay.
For 3 minutes.
So let's start with the quickest rides in Disney World. So I'm gonna start. I did 4.
Of a couple.
I was gonna do a top 5, but I did 4 because. Number 4 are a bunch of rides in one.
Yeah,
they're all certain types of rides, and they're all the same time.
Okay.
Do you want to make...
There's a lot that are the same time. That's interesting.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Do you think that's like the normal that they shoot for? Is that 1 minute and 30 seconds?
Well, I think it depends on... I think it depends on what kind of ride it is, right? So I'm gonna tell you what this is right now, right? So number 4 is considered the spinning rides. Okay, 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's Magic Carpets.
Okay.
Dumbo. Astro Orbiter.
Wow.
The Teacups and Triceratops Spin. All the spinning rides.
Wow, interesting.
They're all 1 minute and 30 seconds.
So I wonder if that's like protocol for spinning. For if you're spinning, you don't want to go past that time frame.
Right. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, because again, they're all the same type of ride, right? So, how long would you wait for these rides? Is it worth it? 1 minute and 30 seconds. They're all the spinning rides.
Yeah, I don't think they're that long. So let me see. Let me look.
Yeah.
Again,
sure.
these. So okay, yeah. I mean, Aladdin can get a little long. Dumbo is not as long because of its splits. They have two ride vehicles. What is it called? Two ride. Astro Orbiter actually looks long. I don't think that's worth it.
I agree
at all.
I agree with you. So with Astro Orbiter, your queue is on the. I know I say on the ground, and I know that doesn't make sense if you don't know what Astro Orbiter is. But the ride is on top, and you have to take an elevator up.
Yeah.
And there's only one elevator, and it's really hot in there.
It's true. So, I always get the People Mover and the Astro Orbiter confused. So.
The lines, because they're right next to each other. Yeah. So I agree with you. I don't know if any of these are really worth the wait, but I don't think these have a long wait. Other than Astro Orbiter, it can get a little long.
Yeah.
But if you're even waiting max 30 minutes for these rides, that's a lot, in my opinion. I mean, and that means the parks are crowded.
Yeah, I think these are short for a reason, but so I think well, that's kind of why I also wanted to find out this, because I think there was some kind of method to what Disney and like the time frame they make these, so I don't know. Let's see what the next one is.
So then number 3 is Rock and Roller Coaster at 1 minute and 22 seconds.
Wow.
I know you're gonna say no because you don't like the ride.
No, I knew that was short already, but because I went to the exit. I waited in line with you, went to the exit, and then you were already off the ride. It was quick.
It was. It's quick. They have single rider as well.
Yeah.
They do single rider, so that actually makes the line even faster for you. If you go, by yourself, even if you're a party of 2, just split up. You don't have to sit next to each other, because that line can get really long. And they don't even know what they're doing with Rock and Roller Coaster yet. I'm confused. I feel like everybody's confused. They don't know what's happening. If you like roller coasters, you've never been on it, especially since there's rumors of them either getting rid of Aerosmith or even getting rid of the ride itself. I think you should wait on it. Yeah, now I think it's worth the wait.
I think it is too. I haven't been on it, but the queue is fun and the gift shop's good. If I wasn't too scared, I would go on it.
All right, so number 2, believe it or not, is Tron at 1 minute and 5 seconds. That's it.
That is short too. I knew that was
quick.
Short. Yeah. You saw it. You've seen it. You've been on it.
Yes, and it was very quick. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I really liked it.
Yeah.
But it is quick. This one's a tough one because they got rid of virtual queue. It's a standby line now. It's not virtual queue anymore. So, it's. I don't know. That's a tough one. An hour, okay, but the ride is so fast. It's like. But yeah, it's so cool. It's a new ride. I'd wait an hour.
Yeah, for the new experience of that ride, maybe I think it would be worth it. I feel like a lot of people have fun on that ride, from what I hear, and like the experience, when they do that you're in that one part before you go on, and you just see the ride vehicles. It like just appears, like the fog goes away or whatever it is.
I think. I would recommend if you can swing it, getting that individual lightning lane, because that's the one you can pay for.
Yeah.
If you could swing that, I would do it. But yeah, I'd wait 60 minutes for it. Yeah, I would. Especially at night. I want to do it at night. I didn't get to do it at night.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I just think I'm surprised Winnie the Pooh is not on this list.
No, Winnie the Pooh. So let's get to the last one. Let's get to the quickest ride.
Okay.
This is the ride in Disney World that it's almost under 60 seconds.
Oh.
It's 1 minute and 3 seconds.
Okay.
So 2 seconds more than Tron. It's Barnstormer.
Oh, I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That's the number one. That's the quickest one.
That is the quickest one. Please don't wait for that ride. Please don't wait for Barnstormer. You're gonna wait for Barnstormer?
No. Is there ever a wait though?
I've seen it at a half hour.
Oh really? Okay.
I have.
I did want to take Jagger on it eventually, but
hopefully
it's not long. It's not long. So I wouldn't wait.
Barnstormer, if you're not familiar with it, it's a small roller coaster. It's usually the first roller coaster that the kids ride that they're tall enough for, and it's Goofy based, right?
Yeah.
It's Goofy. It's in
Storybook Circus.
Thank you, Storybook Circus. I couldn't think of it right. And right near the path, the walkway they have from Storybook to Tomorrowland near Tron. It's back there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a mini roller coaster, I guess, right? I don't know how else to explain it.
That's what it is. It's basically like a quick one. And it kind of reminds me, there's something, I don't know if you've ever been to the land of make-believe in New Jersey. But there used to be a small little roller coaster there that I went on. And it reminds me of that. I've never actually been on it either. So I might have when I was little. I don't remember. But it would be fun to take Jagger, I think. So I would wait 20 minutes the most.
Yeah, 20. And that's usually what you're going to find, I think, anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
These are the type of rides where if it's any more than that, then that park is crowded.
It's true.
Very, very crowded.
I do want to say one thing, because I feel like this is possible for some reason.
Okay.
Now, and I only say this because I think only Winnie the Pooh and maybe Peter Pan I've experienced this.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe when it is busy, they speed up the ride more, and it's a different time. So I really, next time we go, maybe we should time those if we go on them.
Okay.
And make sure it's accurate, because
it
might be just slightly faster to keep up with the people and the line. And
sure.
Because I've been on that ride, I'm like, this is way too fast. Like, this is not. I've been on this ride, it's been slower. Right. Unless I'm just imagining it, which it could be the case. But
right. Well, so Peter Pan, like I said, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
No way that Winnie the Pooh is longer than Peter Pan.
That's what it says.
Strange.
So those are the quickest rides.
Don't you feel that though? Am I the only one? Do you think?
No, I agree with you.
They speed it up. They have like they could maybe a lever that just goes a little faster.
I have felt it on Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if that's what they're doing, or maybe it's just maybe we were on the go and our adrenaline, and we just assumed it was fast paced. But I have felt that on Winnie the Pooh. I don't think I've ever felt it on any other ride. Yeah, but yeah.
Disney. Somebody in the inside, maybe they'll let us know. Yeah. In the comments.
So I wrote down the 5 longest rides.
Let's see. What are they?
Yeah.
I want to know.
And what I want to know when I tell you is I want to know if you think it's worth it.
I think the longest ride is the Rise of the Resistance, or the Journey Avatar ride, the water.
Flight of Passage.
No, the water one.
Oh, Navi River Journey.
Yeah.
Navi River Journey. If you had to put a time on either of those, what would you say?
The Safari doesn't count though, right?
It counts.
Then the Safari is the longest ride.
I think it counts. Okay, so give a time. How long do you... So let's start with Navi River Journey. How long do you think Navi River Journey is?
10 minutes.
Okay. How long do you think... What was the other one? Rise of the Resistance?
Rise of the Resistance might be longer. I think that might be like 15.
Okay, and how long do you think the Safari is?
That, I can be on there for a half hour.
Okay. All right, so number 5 is Small World at 10 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow. Number 5 is 10 minutes long? Yeah, Small World is long, that's true.
Yeah, 10 minutes, and that's without the boats colliding.
Yeah, at the end.
At the very
end. Or getting stuck on it, like we just posted our video and we got stuck on it. Me and Jagger and I got, we were there for a while actually. It seems like it was quick, but I think we were in another 10 minutes probably sitting there. Yeah.
Small World, classic ride. We very, very rarely do we see it longer than 20 minutes to a half hour. Obviously, it's worth the wait if it's your first time going or you don't go often. It's a Small World, right? It's a classic ride. Yes, it's worth it. Yes, it's worth it.
Yes, does the song get annoying? Yes, but it's still worth it. I still enjoy going on. I find new things. I'm like, was that there before?
Yeah.
And Jagger sings the song and really likes it. So
I want to witness it at Disneyland in California because we've seen POVs of that. And it's totally different.
It starts outside and everything.
But not even that. Like they have the actual like movie characters. I've seen Ariel in it, and Like it looks really cool.
If you have the Golden Book, which we do, and I read Jagger, they're in there too. Ariel and Coco and all. And so maybe that's inspired by the Disneyland.
Bowie is obsessed with It's a Small World.
Yeah.
She loves listening to the song, which, oh my goodness.
She comes on, it comes on, it's a dance party.
Yes, she loves that ride. Let's see how long that lasts, but she loves it.
It's funny because Jagger's first ride was It's a Small World, and Bowie's was People Mover, and Bowie loves Small World, and Jagger loves People Mover. We got them mixed up, I think.
So you think it's worth the wait, though, right?
Yes.
Small World? Yeah, I agree with you. Number 4, three-way tie. Okay, so these 3 rides are all 11 minutes long.
See, there's some kind of reason why.
Well, they're different types of rides, though. Okay. The first one is Tiana's.
Okay.
So, but we haven't been on Tiana's yet, but we have been on Splash Mountain, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, so it should be the same.
So obviously, we're going to say that this is worth the wait.
Yes.
It's a brand new ride, right? The next one
I did feel that was long too.
Yeah, well, and Tiana's right now is virtual.
That's
queue.
worth it though.
It's virtual queue right now.
Yeah.
So obviously, I would wait the 90 minutes for Tiana's if I had the time to. If not with the kids. The kids are not going to let me wait 90 minutes. But I would even wait the 90 minutes because we haven't gone on Tiana's yet. So that's the first one. Living with the Land.
Okay, yeah. Worth it.
11 minutes. Worth it to a certain point for me. I think it depends. I love Living with the Land. I think the other day, what did we see? It was like 55 minutes.
I wouldn't wait.
No way.
20 minutes.
I wouldn't wait more than a half hour for Living with the Land.
You don't usually.
Unless it's Christmas.
That's
when it's decked out and decorated for Christmas, different story. I would wait a little longer for that.
You usually don't wait long, though.
No, you don't. Right. Again, that's another ride where if you are waiting long, that means the park is very crowded. And Epcot's huge.
You know,
right?
and you think about it, too, real quick. The fast rides, they you only fit 1 or 2, 3 people. And like Living with the longer rides, they actually have, it's a boat. Living with the Land, it's like a boat. You can fit like 20 people at a time or more. So that's why the wait time, I think, is so high with the short ones because of the ride vehicles, too. You got to think about it that way.
Right. That's true. The third ride, 11 minutes long, is Figment.
Well, totally worth it.
The end.
Because that never has a line. Maybe 20 minutes at the most I've seen it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever waited longer than that.
Again.
Go ahead.
You can fit a lot of people.
Oh, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say another ride that you can tell when the park is crowded.
That's true.
If it's longer than a half hour, you... But sometimes, you know what? That's another ride, though, that posts the wait time. Like, it can say 15 minutes, and you're walking right on.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, normally, what do they usually do? 10 minutes is usually a walk-on. It's 10 minutes, except unless it's Haunted Mansion, it's 13 minutes and it's a walk-on. That's pretty cool. But even, like, 15, we've seen it at 20 minutes, and we've walked right on.
Yeah.
So that's a ride that can be deceiving.
I think Tower of Terror does the 13-minute thing, too.
Oh, or maybe it is Tower of Terror. Maybe it's not Haunted Mansion. Did I make that up?
No, I think they both do it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, Spaceship Earth. 15 minutes.
That is long, too.
15 minutes.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. Another classic, another icon. It's the park icon.
Yeah.
Does the ride need work? Yes. You can catch that ride at because I've seen that ride at 45-minute wait.
Yeah.
But don't let that make you not go on the ride because then wait it out. If you don't want to wait 45 minutes, go do something else and come back. I promise you that line's gonna diminish.
Yeah.
That we've seen that at 5 minutes, at an hour, and then all of a sudden it's 20 minutes an hour later after that.
Yeah.
So because it's another ride that's continuous, right? It doesn't stop unless
it does stop 3 times when you're on it.
Well, what I mean is it's supposed to keep going.
Yeah.
But yes, I think Spaceship Earth is worth it. That's
Definitely.
one of my favorite rides. So again, maybe I'm biased. I don't know, but it's iconic.
And the longest? Do we have the longest?
No, I'm at number 2.
Oh.
Number 2.
I just want to know.
18 minutes. What's 18 minutes?
Rise?
Yes.
Oh.
Rise of the Resistance at 18 minutes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's including, though, you have to remember, that's pretty much starts when you enter that room where, like, what's her name?
PB-8 and Ray.
Yes, thank you, Ray. Yeah, and BB-8, because that's technically where the ride starts.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? Okay. So it's not really, it's maybe a pre-show, because once you exit there, you go outside, you go into the ship, and then there's the ship, and then you go, I don't want to ruin it for anyone that's never been on it, but.
I still don't understand this part. Yeah. And maybe someone out there can comment or knows how they do this.
Okay.
But after that part,
I don't know.
And you go into the ship.
I don't know.
It's on the ground, but then you end up somewhere else. I know it must move and do something, but how do they do that?
I don't know.
Does the ship somehow like turn around, or I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very strange.
I know.
I don't think maybe you don't move anywhere.
Maybe we should look, like, I can guarantee you, if we don't have an actual answer, there are some type of theories out there. I've never looked it up.
No, me either.
So I'm sure we can do that.
Yeah, when you go on the ride, if people don't know, there's like, you see BB-8 and Ray, and they talk to you and say the storyline stuff, and then they rush you to the ship, and then it gets taken over by the dark side. But when you're on the ship, it looks like it's just there, and it doesn't really.
It moves you
can feel like
you're on a ship.
But then all of a sudden they capture you right in the dark side. I'm giving everything away here, but it seems like it's the same door sometimes that you just came in.
I know,
but there's nowhere to go.
I don't know. I don't know if I want the magic ruined for me, to be honest with you, because I actually like that.
Yeah.
And then you walk into the building, and that's how the rest of the ride happens. But
the best part is the stormtroopers, I think. That room.
Yeah, when you go in there for the first time, you see all the stormtroopers lined up.
You feel like you're there.
Yeah, get your phone out, get ready, get it ready. So you're obviously right. So the Kilimanjaro Safari is the longest ride. Not that much longer than Rise, though. It's 18 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay.
So 30 seconds longer.
It could go longer if your rhino's in your way.
And now I'm curious, because I don't know, and I knew you were very far off when you said Navi River Journey was 10 minutes, but I am curious. I'm going to look it up right now. Navi River Journey is 5 minutes.
Oh, my God.
And so is Flight of Passage.
Okay. Well, it seems longer.
And so is Flight of Passage. I actually wrote down, because I was trying to, just to give you a little example of a couple of the other rides. Haunted Mansion is 7 minutes and 3 seconds.
Perfect time. That's a perfect ride.
Yeah. Buzz, Space Ranger Spin, is longer than I thought it was. It's 4 minutes and 3 seconds. I don't know why I thought it was shorter. But
isn't it crazy you wait all this time sometimes and you don't realize that these rides are so short?
I know. Or long.
But even 10, 15 minutes is kind of short. If you're waiting 20.
Yeah, that's true.
You're waiting more time.
Yeah, than
you're on the ride.
That's true. Jungle Cruise is 9 minutes and 5 seconds.
That's always a long line, though.
That's a very long line.
It's worth it, though.
I disagree.
No?
I personally don't think Jungle Cruise is worth it. I'm not a fan of Jungle Cruise. I could do without it. Now, I love the backside of water joke, obviously.
I like when you go under the tunnel.
I could do without it, and we've done without it. There are many trips we've gone on because we're like, no, we just don't want to.
Yeah, I would probably, again, half hour. I can't wait more than half hour.
Is that a hot take?
I don't know. Maybe.
That Jungle Cruise is not worth the wait? Is that an unpopular opinion?
I think so. Because it's a good ride. Yeah, it's a classic.
It's not a good ride.
First opening attraction ride, isn't it? So.
Not a good ride. I don't think Jungle Cruise is a good ride. They're funny. I give full credit to the skippers. Yeah. They gotta come up with jokes.
I think that also, that depends. I like it when the skipper's good. If they're not good and it's the same old stuff, no. But you get a good one, it makes it better. So.
Okay.
I think when you're younger too, and you see because Jagger sees the animals and they're in the water. Yeah. That's just a great experience. It's put in your brain.
They also have Jingle Cruise. Yeah. During the Christmas time, and they just Christmas decorations out on the ride.
Well, this is interesting.
That's 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Pirates is 8 minutes and 30 seconds. And Grand Fiesta Tour 8 minutes.
I would wait an hour for Pirates.
People Mover 10 minutes.
Oh.
So, yeah. Interesting, right?
Would you wait an hour for Pirates?
I'd wait forever for Pirates.
Yeah.
Pirates is my favorite ride.
Haunted Mansion, I'd wait an hour too.
Yeah, I'd wait the hour, yeah. But they also have, like, Haunted Mansion's tough because Haunted Mansion is outside. And yes, there are, if you go into the big queue, right, when there's a really long line, there's like an extended queue. And that's when they have more of the interactive stuff and more things to see.
That's true.
Pirates is different because a lot of the time you are inside. And although there's no interaction, there's no interactive things to do, there are things to look at.
Yeah.
It can get dark, but at least when it's hot out, you're in the air conditioning waiting.
Yeah, and it's dark though to get your eyes adjusted. So
that's true. Yeah, that's
Haunted
true.
Mansion too. The stretching room is for that. I think
those are easy rides to get a lightning lane for, though.
Yeah.
So if you are purchasing it and you want to ride those rides, those are easy ones to get. But the point of this episode was to assume that you are not getting lightning lane.
Yeah.
And, so I think it's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
And like I can't believe how long people actually wait sometimes for a couple minute ride.
I know.
But I guess you're there and you want to experience them all. If you don't, I think if you've been on it, then you're like, already. You know what I mean? But if you have, it's a first time thing, you would wait.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation sometimes.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
I was just surprised because, like, how short some of them really are.
Yeah.
A minute?
A minute. I know. Tron is a minute long. Like, again, I knew it was short, and it was a great ride.
I got a hot take for you. Finish. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. I want to know.
No, I don't. I feel like we were gypped with Tron.
Why?
I don't think it's good. I haven't been on it, but I think it could be so much better than what they made it.
You've never been on it. What do you even
I've
know
seen the
about
POVs, and I'm like, that's it?
You can't base it off of a POV.
Okay, but like, what if you like race each other, or like, I don't know. I just think it could be so much better. I feel like you get gypped by the end of it. There could be
Okay.
For Disney, it could be better. Like I think I almost feel like they were going in a certain direction with that, and it was like going to be really, really great, and then they needed a cut back or something.
But I thought they based it off of the ride that already exists in Japan.
Oh, maybe.
In Tokyo. I think it's Tokyo that has, or is it Shanghai?
No,
it's either Shanghai or Tokyo. I don't remember. Tron does exist in another park, and it's the same ride.
I just feel like I've seen parts of the first movie, and we've seen the second one.
Yeah, you don't have to watch
and
the movie.
I think it has nothing to do, like, you can ride that, and it has nothing to do with the movie.
I think it's the perfect fit for Tomorrowland, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's no detail in the movie, in the ride with the movie, and it should be more. Maybe they couldn't for some reason, but I don't know. The director has some rights to it and stuff, so maybe not. But like, I don't know. I just think that got a little gypped.
I think that you need to experience it before you say, well, that exactly. It's quick. Please don't expect to go on this ride and you sit on it for 5 minutes. You're not going to. It's very, very, very fast. A POV on YouTube is going to do it zero justice. Yeah. Because once you get inside, it is dark. And there's neon lights, and it's so cool, but you cannot watch it on YouTube. It's just not going to do it. It's completely different. Because we did that. We watched the POV, and then I went on it. And it's completely different. I really do think it's worth it. But you might come off of it and say, hey, that was great. Not sure. Like, I'm going to give you a comparison real quick, right? Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. I will wait forever for that ride. It is amazing, and I know you hated it.
It's not that I hate it. I just didn't expect what it was going to be. And that's what I'm saying. They put thought and effort into that ride, and that's why people really, really like that ride over Tron. Because I went on it, yes. It just wasn't for me. Yeah. It wasn't a great ride, but they put effort into it. The whole thing from beginning to end. And Tron, I just feel like there's not like, even at the end of Tron, like maybe after you go through the whole thing, there's more lights or more something related to the movie or like something, and there's not, I just don't feel like the money was, like it looks very cool, and when you watch people on it, just watching them is really fun.
Yeah.
But they're all about theming and relating it to the movie, and it's not in that ride, which I find it strange a little bit.
Okay.
It could be a copyright thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
The first one was made a long time ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was like 80s, no?
Yeah.
80s movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I was saying before is that I would wait over and over again for Guardians. I would wait once for Tron.
Yeah.
And then because again, it's worth it. It's good. But I came off of it being, hey, that was awesome. Don't know if I'll wait an hour for it.
I'm telling you, it's because of the theming.
I'm just giving you an example. No, I don't think.
No?
Actually, I don't think. I think it's too short. I think you need to go on the ride.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. Like if it was a little longer and there was theming, it would be an amazing ride. I feel like. And
I don't know what more theming you want. I mean, there is theming on this ride. Like you need to go on it.
Okay.
You need to experience it. Yeah. There's
theming in the beginning.
There's the inside.
When you're actually on the ride and I see the POV, I don't see anything.
But what do you want? Pictures of the actors? What do you want? No, what are you looking for?
I don't know. Maybe more lights. Maybe more. Maybe like maybe some images from the movie, like at the end, like when you're done and you kind of go through, or in the beginning, there's something that happens. I don't know.
I think we can agree to disagree on that.
Okay. Like Guardians had that though. They had the screen. They had the characters. The people that were in the movie or in the ride. Like Jeff Bridges. Put him in the ride somewhere. I don't know.
How many people have seen the movie Tron and know who Jeff Bridges is compared to Guardians of the Galaxy and Chris Pratt?
Yeah, because it's new.
You see what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think they did Tron really well. I just think it's short. That's all.
Do you think, though, if you were a fan, like it's one of your favorite movies, let's say, and you go on that ride.
What, Tron?
You're going to be happy?
No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Like,
I think it'll be cool. I think it's cool because it is a cool ride. It really is.
I love Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I went on the Back to the Future ride.
Yeah.
It was good. It was great. I won't say it was great, but it was good because it had a lot of theming in it, and like Biff steals the time machine, and you're going, whatever. And so I was happy at the end of it. But like, if I went on that and it was just the DeLorean, like with lights, like going through, no theming of the movie, like I don't know, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just thinking it that way, and it was a minute long.
All right.
But it looks cool. It looks, the way they designed it looks cool. It fits perfect in Tomorrowland. So there's a lot of positives too.
Yeah.
I just wish there was more theming.
Okay.
Because everything else has it.
Okay.
So, but
there it is.
That's it. But
we're done.
No, I know, but I'm saying, this all started with Peter Pan, really, and Peter Pan's an amazing ride. I just thought, I was like, why is this so short? And Winnie the Pooh, same thing. I was like, that's it? Even Jagger said, it's over?
He did say that. You're right.
Winnie the Pooh. So
yeah.
So, I don't know. But
well, those dark rides are pretty quick. I mean, we don't have a lot of dark rides left in Disney World. Disneyland has a ton, right?
Well, that's the thing. Disneyland seems like those dark rides are long. When I watch them, point of view or someone's live from there, it seems like there's a more to it. So
we'll have to experience that. We never have. So maybe once we go out there, we will.
This is interesting to know.
Yeah. And what I want to know is comment on our video or on Instagram and all of that. I want to know what rides you think are worth the wait or what are not worth the wait. Let me know if you think Jungle Cruise is worth the wait or Tron, because apparently Ryan does not. I don't know. Whatever. But this is very interesting. I'm shocked at some of the length of some of these rides.
I do agree with you. I want to know what people think out there. I want them to be also let us know if you're surprised on on the length of things.
Yeah.
And you can watch our video too on YouTube. You can listen to us or anywhere podcasts are. And you can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
TikTok.
Twitter?
No, we don't have Twitter.
Oh, TikTok.
Why
did I think Twitter?
It's not called Twitter anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. It will be one day again. Anyway, this was fun.
Yes.
And we will hang out with you on the next Adventures in Weberland.